I've been thinking about this a lot. You guys have been asking, and it's a serious question, how to get started. Like how to make your first 50 bucks, how to make your first $200. As many of you know on this channel, I've done this starting with $4,000, but how do you get there? In this video, I'm going to give you a few ways that you can start scrapping up some money so that way you can have a few $1,000s in your hand, and that way you can safely start your own business. And if it's in rental arbitrage like me, cool. If you find a different business that's better by then, also cool. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm gonna give you, those of you watching who are on this channel and who have already made it, I want you to stick around, because at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you all an opportunity to help these people who are just getting started. And for those of you who are just getting started that don't have a source of income like a job, we're gonna try to find a way to put you together with some successful people at the end of this video so that way you can make it. My name's Sean Rocky Cheech. Welcome to Airbnb Automated, and let's get you rich, okay? Let's jump right in. All right, welcome back, guys. Yes, it's so easy to make money when you have money. That's one excuse that I hear people say all the time, but a lot of you know this, some of you don't. I was homeless in 2009. I built it from scratch a few times. Not only was I homeless in 2009, but I grew up dirt poor, like welfare, government took my mother's kids poor, all right? Yeah, that poor. And I did it a few times. If I had to start all over again, let me walk you through what I would do, and let me give you some resources to do what I would do with, but obviously knowing that you're not me, you will have a different path. Even if slightly different than me, you will have a different path. So I would have 3 streams of income day one. Or day 2. Depends on how quickly I can find this. First off, I know one of my key skills is sales. For that reason, I know that I would go find the best sales job I could get my hands on based on my skill set. If you don't have any sales skills yet, that's okay. You should still get your first sales job. Statistics show that the main 2 areas that employers are hiring on are customer service and then sales and or business development. Sales or business development is also one of the highest paid entry-level positions if you find the right company that you can get your hands on. So I would find a job that for income stream A, when selling is good, I can go and print as much money as I possibly could per hour in a sales job, because commission is prime. Commission is everything. Second, I would start gigging. I would use Uber and Lyft, DoorDash, Favor is in Texas, not everywhere, Uber Eats, any other way that I could gig out and make money when it was needed. So there's Wag, which is like a dog walker on-demand service. I would find as many of these that I can get my hands on, and I would start doing these gigs outside of my sales job. I would basically now start freelancing myself off. Now third, I would actually get into the freelance economy. I would use websites like Fiverr or Upwork or People Per Hour, places like that, and I would start providing services online at a rate that I choose typically, unless I start bidding for jobs, which I would encourage you all to do in order to start making some money online from your home. So if you don't have a car, if you have no way to get to a job, you can still get on something like Upwork or Fiverr, create an account, and use whatever skills that you have that you can work remote from and start doing those jobs. Very common ones would be like blog writing, right? There's remote customer service jobs, there's administrative record keeping, there's accounting, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do online from your phone or from your computer, and I would encourage you to start doing that there. Now, you may not have any skills though, maybe, right? Okay, so there's one thing that I would like you to spend a little bit of money on, and it's not anything that I'm selling, by the way. It's a LinkedIn product. It's called LinkedIn Learning, and it costs $29.99 a month, and it's my favorite $30 a month that I spend currently to this day. And I know a lot of things because I study and I read a lot of books, and I don't need the knowledge as much as I did when I was 22, because I could take everything that I know now and start applying it and continue to apply, and I can just hire people to know things now. That's the art of delegation. But I still love to learn, and I appreciate LinkedIn Learning more than anything. You can learn seriously anything you ever wanted to learn about and be in the workforce or build a company, everything. Like I self-program, well, I self-taught for programming, PHP, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, all the front end stuff. And so now I can build websites and actually build a software for one of my businesses. You can learn that. You can learn about sales, negotiations, presentations. You can actually learn how to negotiate your own job salary. Thank you to LinkedIn Learning. You'll get your 30 bucks back from there right away. So the first thing I would spend my money on though, let's say you got the sales job, let's say you're gigging, I would spend my money on securing my footing on anything that I do have. The last thing you want to do is lose an opportunity that you've built because your car breaks down, or you don't have the right professional attire to do your job, because you can't keep your hygiene in order. One of the things I hate so much, like the worst in the world, is I own a sales business, and if I have to let somebody with talent go because they cannot level up or control like things like their hygiene or attire. Now, we will invest in people, like we'll help them get their first outfits, like we'll help them get their button-up shirt and their shoes. We've done this plenty of times before, but if they're not willing to invest in their own hygiene to make sure that they're presentable to humans, that's a really tough situation, and we have to not put those people in front of customers. So you need to hold yourself accountable for how you present yourself to the world. Invest your first amount of money in making sure that you can, in a business casual format, succeed. And if you have a vehicle, protect your vehicle. If your mom or your family, your friends giving you a ride to work, make sure that their car is taken care of, because that's how you're making your money. And especially if you're gigging with your vehicle, you need to protect your money when you're gigging. So my next 30 bucks I would spend would be on LinkedIn Learning. The first $30 that I would spend is on this app or on this web platform. My next $300 I would spend would be at Wells Fargo getting a secured credit card. If you have bad credit, no credit, go to Wells Fargo, apply. You'll get declined. They'll say, no, you can't have a credit card. But now you can put $300 in a bank account and guarantee one, and they'll give you a credit card on training wheels. After 6 months, they'll give you their $300 back and give you a credit card with that limit. A hack though is 4 months in, you can invest more money into that credit card and up your limit to like $1,500 or $2,000, and a month or two later, they'll give you that account back again, and your credit limit will be $2,000. Even though you opened it up with $300, as long as you increased it to $2,000 before they shut the secured part off, they'll give you your money and then give you a real credit card for that exact amount. So that first $300 you put in, be prepared to put in $2,000 later, like 4 months from now, and all of a sudden you have your $2,000 back and a $2,000 credit card. Sick. My next 325 bucks I'd spend getting an LLC. And like I've told you all on this channel, beyond buying real estate, because an LLC could buy real estate too, having an LLC for you to be able to play in a sandbox and start businesses and put money into play and see what works and really protect yourself in the risks that you're taking, and allow yourself to sell something that you've built down the road is super important. And like I said, LLCs build credit way faster than we do in our personal, like on our social security number. LLCs are just so much faster. So that's how I would get started. There's still a whole lot more to talk about. We're going to talk about skill building. We're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about copywriting and how to blog appropriately if that's what you want to do, and get on Upwork and start blogging. We're going to attack this because you can make it, right? You just need the money to start investing into ideas. Use a few $100 here, $1,000 there. Once you get a few $100, be smart about where you put it. I see so many courses on Facebook where they're like, we're gonna teach you to do this, Amazon drop shipping. And there's actually a guy on Facebook from San Francisco who co-hosted for like less than a year, and he's trying to sell an Airbnb course, and he's absolute trash. And he'll convince you to put money into his course, and he's got no real clout. Like, you'll waste your money on this guy. So be smart with the money that you do get, because how much money you keep is how much money you earn. I don't care if you get $1 million a year if you don't have anything to show for it. I've got a buddy who played for the Chicago Bears, and I met him in Houston a long time ago. He broke his leg in the last game before a Super Bowl. Really sad. But one of his coworkers who had $120,000 per week game day checks. In the NFL, that's how you get paid, is you get a game day check. So every game, you get a check. He would spend his $120,000 game day check before he'd get his next week's game day check. That's how much this guy blew through money, and he's going around the locker room trying to borrow money from other NFL players. I don't care how much money you make. If you can't hold on to it, it doesn't matter. So in a way, right now, you're in a prime position to grow, because when I was homeless, I had to learn to live off of $25 a day, and when I could not do that, when I couldn't even make the $25 a day to live off of because I was still self-employed and homeless, I would steal bagels from a grocery store. I was stealing food to live. That's how shitty my situation was. But I learned to be lean. I learned to run on no money. I learned to sleep on the floor of a hotel room while my employees would sleep on the beds, because I didn't care. I was still on the way up. So right now you're in a perfect position to learn how to survive on very little, and when you finally do gain some traction, you can put all that extra money into building your business, because you can run more lean than I can now. I'm too used to my comforts. I can't drop back down to $25 a day. If I had to battle with you at $20 a day, right now, you probably would do better than me. You do way better than me, I hope, at least. So now let's get to this opportunity building thing. I'm gonna leave you some links down in the description. A link to LinkedIn Learning. No, I don't have an affiliate code, so I don't have a discount code. This is not something that I can sell you, but if I was gonna tell you to pay for anything in life, LinkedIn Learning. I'm gonna have a type form. It's a form where you as employers, if any of you are successful and you can offer opportunity right now, I just encourage you to click on this link and give me your information so that way I can kind of weed through this all and try to place the right people, applicants with the right job owners in the right cities. I'm gonna see if I can help you guys out. And then if you guys are job seeking, also leave me your information. I'll try to hook you up with somebody who can help you out in whatever city that you live in, all right? So click that link below. And by the way, like this video at least, because I think this is good for people. And this is going to be the beginning of a lot of content on taking all of you who have been here for a year, see that it's true, see that this can work, but I just haven't given you guys a way to get your first $4,000 or $5,000. And I'm gonna do my best to give you a roadmap to get a few $1,000 so that way you can build a business that you deserve to own. Because I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So thank you for watching Airbnb Automated, and I'll see you on the other side.